Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. We're back to it. We're back to a Monday. Every time. It keeps coming back. I don't know why. Why does it know nobody likes Monday? But yeah, here we are. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. It's been an interesting weekend for me. Definitely has been interesting. What did I do this weekend? Aside from change things again. Yeah, I changed things. I'm going to blame Metaphor Refantagio for me changing things in my game. If Metaphor Refantagio was more fun, I would have gone on board and wanted to do things in my game. It's all that game's fault. But yeah, I was playing it more. And I was like, I don't want to grind, and I also don't want to not grind. And then I was like, I don't know. I got bored, and then I stopped. I'm like near 3/4 of the way through the game. I should finish it though. Considering I have what 70 hours in the game. How do I have? Let's see. Steam, tell me how many hours I have in the game. Tell me. Oh yeah, 71.2. 71.2 hours. So I'm definitely like probably 70% of the way through the game. I would guess as the game probably is like 100 hours. But I wanted to change things in the game. And so I changed things. Is it big changes? Not that big of a change, but it did give, like, make a big... It basically set a boulder rolling, and I tried to stop the boulder in multiple ways. And then I was like, what if I just don't have it be a boulder and have it be a rock? And then it's less of a problem. And that was the logic I used to solve it. I'll show you guys what I did. Oh, I also like reworked some stuff on like my stream deck and my stream setup in general. So, you know, that just shows the I was not that having enough fun with the game. But so here's our guy, right? Here's the guy, all happy and good. Well, let's go to the hub, play, and you might notice something. These guys need to be adjusted. You might notice something. Yeah, I changed the camera angle, but the character doesn't seem like he's angled any differently. Hey, that's welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy on day to you as well. So, what I first tried doing is, what's that? I'm a king? What? So what I first tried doing is angling the guy back to match the camera, and that didn't work too well. But I kind of like the angle now. So what I did was I angled the camera 10 degrees back. So it's definitely more of a top down, but the problem became that the more top down it is, the worse it looks for the sprites. So instead of that, what I ended up doing is angling the characters. Now, the problem that I ran into is if I just edit you. So what I did was I angled these guys to be flat against the camera. Basically, if the camera's here, right? I angled the same angle. So, and then that was the goal. I was like, what if I do this? Now, this obviously has issues, but I was like, what if it did this? The problem became kind of twofold. First of all, they seemed really tall, and I couldn't figure out like why they seem much taller. I mean, obviously perspective, right? Perspective change. But the problem then became is this capsule is what's controlling the movement, not this. So I'm like, oh, okay. So all I need to do, right, is to add like a box collision. And right, and I put it here and tell it to block static, right? No. So as I learned while investigating all of this, you can't add collisions and have it affect navigation. It only works off the capsule component. Oh, the whole freaking top fans thing is in. That's what you're talking about. That's what you said. What's this? I'm a king. Yeah.
Pog is happy Monday.
Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the top fans thing is the new YouTube thing that they're trying out, and I finally got it seems. Which is basically it encourages spamming and encourages pay to win, and it's pointless. That's your top 3 things. Basically, you get experience for just sending a message on YouTube. Hey, Blue Seeker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So you get experience on YouTube now, and the person who has the top 3 experience of the stream, of this particular stream, will get like a number 1, 2, 3 badge next to their name. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Now, so effectively, you get experience for sending a message, which means it's kind of incentivizing spamming, if it matters. See, like, Leo already has number 2 because the second one in that's said anything. But you can also just send super chats to get a lot of experience as well. So it's very much pay to win. But it's completely pointless in either case because you cannot do anything with the experience. It's not like channel points where you can redeem them for anything. So they're pointless. Yeah. See, good news, they're saying you either sign the contract or leave, as in you get terminated, but I thought you wanted to leave, so... Oh yeah, you... What's the problem? Or is that... I thought you were gonna quit. I don't understand how you say you're gonna say you're quitting and then this is still going on. But yeah, that's the new freaking top fans things. And if you on top, you can actually click top fans and it will show you the names and how much experience people have. I don't know like how it calculates things or whatever. Because right now it says Gaguts and Leo both have the same number of experience despite sending a very different number of messages. Well, now it's the same number, but I don't know. It's pointless either way. And the streamer cannot turn that off, by the way. But the user can turn off themselves getting points. I don't know. You going to hand in your resignation for tomorrow? Nice. But I think is no one else is signing, so you wonder if they'll fire 7 people? Who knows? Not your responsibility. But back to this. So you can't add a collision box and have it affect navigation. So I actually figured out a way of having it stop navigation when hitting this box, having it stop movement. But it made it so you actually stop, you don't like slide. So it didn't feel good. The other thing is I tried instead, because I went from -35 to -45, I then changed the angle to -10 degrees. So because it was previously kind of fine and I'm only moving it up 10 degrees, I'm like, what if I just angle them back 10 degrees? Which is kind of, you know, where we got to this, where it looks the same, but it's fine. The problem that with the original rotation, why I moved it at all, is because if I have it straight up and down, I felt like it was a bit too, like, it looks odd. It looks a bit too top-down-ish. So it's a little bit cheated in this regard. But then this got me to think like, okay, well, I don't want to have it here. I want to offset this, right? I want to be offset so that way the middle of his body is kind of, right, in the middle of here. No, something like that. But you cannot do this. You can't just offset the actual sprite, because that would mean that when he moves around, he kind of snaps. He snaps around, right? So if I do this, you can really see what's going on, right? So when he turns, why is it framing? I get framing. There it is. When he turned there, it got real bad. So we can't do the offset. So if I now want an offset, I need to have a parent above the sprite. I cannot put a parent above the sprite, like a scene component, because that is from the child of Paper 2D. So if I want to add an offset to the character sprites to make them better in terms of fitting in here, then I need to create my own parent class that is recreating the Paper ZD character, plus, which also recreates the Paper 2D character and then Paper ZD. So I need to create my own parent class to be able to offset it. But then I can have the sprite in the middle, but still angled, so that way I can make better use of this capsule. But to get around the current problem, right, which was if I go here, right, I basically clip inside of the wall. I then had to go and in all of the level instances, go in and add in excuse me. It's called blocking volumes. So I had to add in blocking volumes. So that way the sprite cannot get to be close enough to intersect. Now these are like temporary ones. But now there's blocking volumes. So that's why I had to add in. So all of that because I was like, you know what? I really want to have a more top-down aesthetic akin to Path of Exile and Diablo, games of that kind, because I didn't like the perspective, how much perspective we saw back here versus over here. So that's kind of why it was. I also zoomed in the camera a bit technically because of that. But now I feel like I don't know why it's being framing, probably because I'm streaming and stuff. But I feel like now it looks better. Personally, I kind of feel like the sprites work better with this angle as well. Obviously, I still want to rework a bunch of stuff. But with a 10-degree increase of the camera and the sprites to compensate, I think it's better. I could be wrong. But I definitely want to change the amount of mobs that I'm spawning and other stuff like that. But you know, that's not for now. That's basically the stuff that I have changed since the weekend and kind of my, you know, my adventure trying to make it work. Yeah. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So that is that. Yet immediately they barely answered most of your questions, so yeah, not a good sign. Oh yeah, PC has not crashed at all since disabling CPB in BIOS. What is CPB? That's great, congratulations, but what is CPB? You had a hard time figuring it out, but you were able to let your player sit in any chair in your game and the house and can place a chair anywhere, rotate it anywhere, and sit on it. Nice. Core performance boost. I don't think I've ever played with that. But congratulations for, I guess, fixing your computer, Leo. Core performance is over. Wait, you had it overclocked? You had it overclocked? I mean, your computer was probably unstable then. That's probably why it was constantly crashing. You just had unstable overclock. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Sounds fancy, yeah. You came out of the box like that, you didn't turn it on? Oh, really? Well, that's not good. How is this XP stuff on YouTube calculated? All three of you guys have 75 XP. So why? So do you just not get more XP after a while? Like, is this the cap for messages, 75? And the only way you get more XP is by doing pay to win? I'm so confused at this freaking XP system. Well, whatever, I guess. Should be safe, but we don't know why it's unstable. Take a soft overclock, probably just takes a while to update. Could be. But if it turned it back to stock and it's fine, then it was definitely an unstable overclock. So. No. If you click, so on the top right of chat, you'll see the top fans, like a button that says top fans. If you click it, you can see the actual, like, everyone who's chatted basically or contributed in the stream will appear there, like, actively. But here, I'll do. Right, but all three of you guys here have 75 XP. So it's clearly not the amount of messages. So how does it even determine that right now Stormrun is first? Like, based on what? What is the point? What is the point of this? YouTube? I almost said Twitch. I'll be honest, I almost said Twitch. What is the point of this? No. This gets reset every stream. You start at 0. This is, it shows you your top 3 fans for this active stream. It gets reset. Unlike channel points on Twitch, which persist, and based on how long you watch, not how much you engage, this resets. So it's pointless. It's like their thing was like, oh, it gives you an idea of who your top fans are in the stream to maybe like call them out or give them like a shout out or whatever it is. But if the XP doesn't change based on the number of messages, I mean, great, it doesn't motivate spamming, but at the same time, then how are you determining 1, 2, 3 now? I don't know. I think with CPB, that's basically setting into what AMD/Intel says the temps should be. Well, either way, Leo, hopefully it's fixed now. Yay. Solutions. There's a name we haven't seen in a while. How's it going? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Resubscribe for 7 months. My good sir, have you been subscribed this whole time? I mean, I appreciate the support. How have you been? Hope you've been good. Been getting into BCG and my videos have been great. Good. Happy to help. Next month is our anniversary. Is it? It is. Yeah, you're 11 months ago. Game's been going well. Game has been going well. You know, making progress. Yeah, a lot of abilities. We actually just went through almost all of them and made them work better. The one that we need to now set up is Radial Burst. Fires additional attacks from your sides and rear. You know, which is basically this. You know, this. But I want to also have an effect here. I want to do I want to have this be 4 directions as well. So that's going to be finally the last power up that needs to be fixed up. And then we'll have all the current power ups up to date. And that'll be great, because now I want to do this in 4 directions, just like all of this. And probably add this effect to the like top-down one, but I don't know how good that will work. Would that look? So that's the plan. I don't know why it's like chugging a bit. Let's see. GPU is fine. 36%, 32% usage. Memory at 11 out of 16. Not sure. Is the bear still in the game? Oh yeah. The bear's awesome. Let me show you. The bear is awesome. Let's go to... Yeah, we reworked all the bosses like a month or 2 ago. Steel Claw. Yeah, so if I... Let me just give myself some health and some damage. Don't mind me for this demonstration. Just don't mind me. Just don't mind me. Pretend like everything is just as normal. So now, oh, I can't even. I can't attack. I can't attack in this. I can't attack because this thinks it's the hub.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hold on. Right, I need to disable the... That. And then after that, it's like a show. Yeah, there you go. In playing GTA 5 today? Nice. Try to get your strength maxed down on top of the bus while it was driving and kicked it for 30 minutes? What? Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The arena? No, that's just the boss room. That was just the boss room. That should be plenty.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I know, I'm the worst. Delusions, I'm the worst. You're so used to the spider. Yeah, the spider is the only one that has like more of the old room design. But the second and third boss, yeah, have more of this open area. Yes, new things to get with your brains. Yeah, there's probably quite a bit of options now. Since last you've been here. There's the camera redeems, there's sound effects. If you're feeling you're too smart, there's a redeem for that as well. You got options. Yes, like that one. That's a new redeem. So here, if we look at the bear, he attacks. The attacks have changed, but oh, why did that not target me? So he now has a rocket attack, but why did that not target me? That's supposed to home on. Is it broken? Do it. Do it again. I don't know why he's not attacking very often. Can you please attack? Thank you. Okay, so that's supposed to home on you. Great. So that doesn't work. Okay, the laser wasn't appearing. Okay, good start. The laser is extremely powerful, as you saw my... why are so many things booked? Yeah, that's supposed to home on you. He's shy since we were watching? Yeah, clearly. But yeah, there's quite a bit that apparently I need to revisit and fix. How did that break? Why is that broken? God damn it. What's going on? Missile. New wiki problems? That's for sure. So this player's gonna go false. Oh wait. But then here, found enemies for player, this will be false. But should I not do this for both? I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure I just am supposed to do this. Game development in a nutshell, you feel the pain? Ah, nah. There's no pain here. Moonwalking's such a smooth criminal. Hell yeah. Goodbye to your brain cell solutions. Goodbye. No, wait, does that get rid of them? Well, did you read the description and did you look at the title of it? It says lose brain cells. Did you read the description of that redeem and what it does? And the title of it. You know what? You're playing into it correctly. With less brain cells, it makes sense that you would ask that question. Developers have to be masochists, at least somewhat, with the amount of suffering they will only go through? Where's the suffering? What suffering? There we go. So now he's aiming at me. Well, see, that's what's supposed to happen. That attack aims at me, and I have to run around. Ta-da! And then we have the laser attack. Where he still will swap directions. And then he still has this. I'm supposed to restart Unreal. What's the attack he gets? He gets the laser now, right? So you get the him to do the laser. Where's that laser? Shit. I'm actually alive. No, I'm not. No, I'm. Wow. I freaking. Yeah, in that phase, you get the lasers then from the sky, and there's more. And then you also get currency, and there's a game over screen. See everything I gave myself. He melts you with that laser. That laser melts you. You're not surviving. So, but yeah, he's been reworked, as you can see. Is he made in blueprints or with a tree system? Well, a tree system and blueprints work together. They're not a separate thing. You don't have a blueprint or a tree system. You have it. It's together. And there's behavior trees and state trees. And they both can work with blueprints. So, but it's using state trees. Good old state trees. Review. Let me relaunch Unreal in hopes of maybe improving the performance a little bit. Is this new music as well in the background? I want to say no because I've had this music for a really long time. But how long has it been since you've been here, Solutions? How many months? I don't know. Maybe? It's definitely been months since I've had this music change, but I don't know how long it's been since you've been here. Oh, I still have like hardbound music. It's just, it also includes other music now. Yeah, it was hardbound before. It was only hardbound rather. Now I have like other music as well. Not a lot of other music, but you know, enough. You know, a bit. I mean, that means probably you have been here since like probably this layout change either. This layout's probably also new for you. In terms of the stream. Yes, it's been a while. You do the cat girl one and can't understand it now? Did you see? What do you mean you can't understand it? Look, it's writing exactly what you typed in. Oh, the timer went out. It's been 10 minutes. It's back to gibberish now. Whoa. Those camera effects stack, by the way. You also have a lot of points, clearly, that you saved up before. I love something to Gaza. See, Zebra, he makes perfect sense what he wrote. That is just how chat always looks like. Okay, we're going to be moving the whole decal arrow thing to a new actor. We're going back to Catgirl stream. Yeah. This isn't gaslighting. Can I confirm? It's not gaslighting. There is no gas nor light. Ignore that. Ignore what my hand is going into. It is not going into the light. And there's definitely not a gas stove in this place. Just don't worry about it. Reality's only what you make it, and we have been Catgirls the entire time. Hell yeah. Feel like you gaslight me into thinking you're not gaslighting, which is itself is gaslighting? No. If I'm not gaslighting, then I'm not gaslighting. There's no gas for me to light. I mean, I can fart, but I don't have a lighter because I don't smoke. So... And the stove is way too far away to use that light. I can go back there, but then you won't see it. So I couldn't gaslight you on stream. That's just how it is. I mean, I don't make the rules. The- You just lost brain cells? Well, it's because you redeemed all that stuff on Twitch. He calls brain cells, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, the channel points are brain cells, and so when you use them, you lose them. Am I helping? What are we working on today? The hold left click attack, I want to be able to have it be in all directions, visually and with the effect. And no, you're not. I don't see how I'm not, but you know, I'm pretty sure I'm helping. I'm answering your questions, which is very helpful. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Okay, Unreal's now frozen, which is not helpful. Oh, there we go. Unreal, please stop. Like, even my mouse is slow when I hover over it. Did you come in clutch when you were being dumb and couldn't get PCG to spawn meshes with random materials, though? Happy to help. Yeah, the newest video has done actually pretty well, also. It's actually done better than I thought it was going to do. I'll be honest. Newest video being on the hierarchical generation and runtime. I'm surprised that video did as well as it did. Where is it? Yeah, it's already got, I mean, it's got 1,000 views, which for me, unfortunately, is high. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. You know, some doing better in some regard. The shorts, I think, are helping. The extra videos that I'm putting out, I think, are helping. We'll see. I could be wrong. Okay, so now we have this. Great. So now we have all of the arrows. So all of them should have visibility off. Okay, so now we need to configure this. Couple of variables. This is what's the power up called? Radial burst. So when there's going to be radial burst, we'll need to do some stuff. So we need a new function called Why not just toggle visibility? Toggle visibility. Probably just be easier to just toggle. Although it'd be nice to control it. So, modify set visibility. Set visibility. It's going to take a new input. Visibility, and based off whether or not it is a radial burst. Actually, when I spawn this, instead of doing this, I should do the character reference. Because then we can use you and get the tag radial burst. So I don't need to set anything else with it. So you gotta use our brain sometimes. Just sometimes. I've been actually up since 6:30 a.m. So there's a high chance that I'm just gonna... I took a nap, like around lunch. I took a nap because I was like, I had no energy. I had to get up super early today. Hey, Nash fan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Set visibility. You know what we can do is we want to set the forward one. Our outline. Let's rename this to forward. Forward. There you go. So this one is going to set all of these. And then on false, it is going to just set these. But then this does this. You take naps almost every day. Now you never used to when you were younger? Do you get enough sleep? I didn't get enough sleep, which is why I was taking naps. What am I working on? Seems like a lot of arrows. So what I'm working on is a power-up called Radial Burst. So normally I attack like this. I can attack right down. If I shoot, I shoot in a single direction. But if I get the power-up Radial Burst, I can now do this in 4 directions. Why do I have this orb there? Why do I have that orb there? Which also works for melee, but it doesn't work for this. And because this is such a pain to set up, instead I'm gonna put that functionality on a separate actor that will spawn and get attached to the player that will manage all of the things. So, yeah, because I can't. I mean, I could do as an actor component if I got all the values in, and then like, but then it would have to be like hard coded to like put in the scene components, the locations. It'd be such a pain. Instead, I'm just gonna do it on an actor and then just attach the actor, which is the simplest option. Because 6 hours isn't ideal. Yeah, 6 hours is not enough. Yeah, for sure, 6 hours. I got 7 hours and I was dying, but I found that for me, I typically like to get like around 9 hours of sleep. 8 to 9 for sure. I mean, I guess I could just use this, right? Instead of all this, let's do right, forward here, left, back, propagate to children. There we go. Sleep during the week around 3 to 4. I mean, if you can somehow survive on that, like, and actually not feel like you're dead inside, that's impressive. For me, sleep is precious. Sleep is like one of the most precious things. That's why I say sleepy time, best time. Okay, so we now have a control for setting the visibility of these. Let's go to the player. So here we have like all of this. So this attack hold duration, we're setting it, but I don't want to store this attack hold duration on the player if I can. I guess no, I need attack hold duration for other things as well. So no, I'll keep that there. But this part, this attack arrow part, I need to basically take it and work with it here. So 1.67. This is taking in what? Elapsed time. Custom event. I probably should do this on a function. There's no reason to have this as an event. Collapse the function. Okay. Ooh, attack aerodynamic material. Yeah, it needs to be a dynamic material. So, I mean, I guess this needs to be.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Well, I can do that on one of them. Speaking of 6 hours, you're gonna head out for the night No worries, Zebra. Get some sleep, get some rest. Very important. Guys, with Zebra being gone, you can claim your own #1 spot on YouTube, and it's such a privilege, as we clearly heard earlier in the stream. That #1 spot is, oof. How can you not want it? Everyone's capped at 75 XP. God knows. Yeah, I don't know why it's capped, and I also do not know how the order changes. Like, are you stuck down in 3rd place? There's XP on YouTube. Yeah, it's stupid. It's real stupid solutions. It's like channel points if channel points were shit. Basically. If you took away all of the good things of channel points, then we have that on YouTube. Yeah, Leo, have a good night. Get some sleep. You get like 6 or 7 hours, you can swear you need like 10? Dude, get the 10. Go to sleep early, get some sleep. Your body and your mind will thank you greatly. Wait. This is not back. This is... No, this... No, this is back. This is right. Right. Okay. I don't know how I managed to do that one. Back. Okay. But we need to finish up here. So take all of you guys. Set. Account material. Same one to all of these. You know what's the weirdest feeling? Knowing that your computer is gonna be fine. The world was so unknown. Oh yeah, games were great back then. When you couldn't Google how to solve every puzzle, you had to figure it out. And it felt so rewarding. It's odd, it feels slightly empty. I mean, that's the reason why there's an expression called ignorance is bliss. Right? There's a reason that's a thing. Can I do... I can't. Can't do that. Okay. But I could do this. Oh, but then I. No, I can't. Okay, I need to make this a function. That's what I need to do. Set arrow location and scale. This is elapsed time, and this is elapsed time plus 2. Why is it plus 2? Because that's the calculations I guess I got before. The input pin is going to be our scene component. Okay. Don't even mean in game sense, but in general sense of being a kid, I guess. Yeah, welcome to growing up. It's because you lose the wonder, right? Now you know what to expect. The beauty of like childhood wonder is that that's a thing because everything is new. Every game you play is the first time you ever played that kind of game. You don't know what to expect, right? You don't need to worry about the world, what's going on in the world. It's none of your business. When you get older, you kind of like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. I know what to expect. Right? If you like watch a lot of horror movies, you probably don't get scared the same way as you did when you were first saw them, because you like know what to expect. Same thing. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. How would you do a sequence here? Right. Left. Let's plug this in. Let's plug this in. It's definitely not the cleanest thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I say coping. I could make it a local variable. I can clean this up with a local variable. I don't care. It's fine. You have the magazines back then to tell you how to do the Zelda dungeons, but it wasn't something you got right. You had to go out of your way to get those. Right? It's not like you just quickly Google it and get a step-by-step guide, like a video guide that shows you exactly how to do it. All right, it'll tell you, it'll show you maybe some pictures, but you still have to do. You have to put in some effort. Games in general were better back then too. I think that's debatable. There are definitely, I think, on average, games were better back then. But that's because there's just a lot more games out now, and a lot of them are accessible. Right? And so you're just gonna get a lot of crap. I mean, that's even from like bigger studios, obviously. Where, you know, people make games like, you know, this game is going to take a while and it needs to do well and it needs to be fun. And people just focused on a game being fun. Now they're like, oh, how much money is this game gonna make? There was somebody that I know that was telling me about like someone reached out to them about making a game, and after they described it, it was like the person who wants to make the game clearly is not a gamer. They just like they want to make this game because they want to make money off of it, and it's very obvious. And so it's unfortunate, but that's why indie is just has gone so much better. Right. So a lot of the really good games are just indie now. Okay, I think we kind of have what we need. So, let's see if this works. So instead of this, we want to do a spawn actor in class. I'll collapse to a function. Attach attack arrows. Under utility. So right, you spawn it. Spawn at 0. Oh, do I still have a radial burst? Oh, that's not radial burst. This is going to be character reference. Pass that through. Then we need to attach actor to actor. Parent actor is self. Keep relative. This should be fine. I also want to get a reference to it though. Attack arrows. Now to make sure that this works, I'm going to take all the decals and turn on the visibility. That looks like it works. Look, I got little arrows around me. Okay. Good, good, good. So now, if we go to the event graph here, back to our attack stuff, we should be able to grab attack arrows. Do attack arrow. Elapsed time is going to go in here, and then that is going to go there, which means this whole thing is going to go bye-bye, and now it's replaced with you. Just, you know, a little bit nicer. And then here, Set visibility function. Turn that on. That's what we're going to be doing here. And then where is the turning off of it? Ready attack. Jump to node. Clear laser array. No. Wait. I didn't mean to do by all. By my name. Unreal. Okay, so where is this? Ah, here it is. This is where it was turning off. Okay, so now we take the get attack arrows, set visibility off, set of view. And now we should theoretically be okay with the new setup as soon as it decides to clear things out. Come on, you can do it. There it is. I got rid of a variable to re-add a variable, but that's fine. So now if I'm here, okay, so that doesn't quite work correctly. What? Why? Why is that the way it is? Why is that the way it is? Okay, fine. Let's, I think the problem is... that I need to use the decals here. Okay. So instead of this, I need to make this a decal on it. Okay. Can I plug multiple of these guys in? No. Great. Okay, ba, 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 ba. Okay, what if... let's start with just this, and we'll see if at least this part works. And then we go from there. Aha! Aha! That's all it was. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, okay. So now that's working. I want to... Bring this to hold attack arrows. Let's put this under utility. Let's now, can we add the effect to it? Is it possible? Can this attack effect if I added this, I can change the scale, but I cannot change the rotation. Alright, so now if I attacked... What? It didn't do the effect? Why didn't it do the effect? Oh, so out of the way so you guys can see. I have it on. Why? Oh, hold on. Is this one? Attack heavy. I modified. Oh, air blade heavy is what I modified. Oops. That's why. Turn off the has effect. I should just do this so I can actually read the damn thing. That would be smart. Let's turn it on, and then let's do, again, same thing. Get in. So, right, so this would do that. But I want it to be top down, which means I need to implement a rotation effect to it. Well, let's see, first of all, if I was just to rotate it myself. Let's say 90 degrees. Would the effect even work? Oh my god, that works so well. Okay. So we gotta implement that. we gotta implement that. Okay, so to do that, we need to modify the attack info. Which means modifying the attack effects. And here we have the default scale. Oh, we need to just add a, yes, we can add it. Effect rotation. Rotator. Actually, instead of attack rotation, this is just gonna be a float. Because I want to specifically only modify one axis. Oh, those today, good guts? Nice! I'm happy to hear. Yeah, hopefully you get it. Hopefully you get the position. Keep my fingers crossed for you. Not too long though, because I do have to use a mouse, but their initial proposal was 3.5K and it's just the starting point. Did you ask for more? Like, did you ask for more and then they said that is, like, that is where they are at? Or did you, like, you didn't? It was fair enough. So they just told you that is their price point. Okay. If they didn't ask you, that's fine. If they were to ask you, then you'd want to go higher. If they didn't ask you, that's the price range, then that's fine. I mean, best of luck. Hopefully you get it. And get some income in. That'll be good. And it's something you're good at. And then in your free time, like me, you can do fun stuff. The salary is just, yeah, that's fine. Some places do that. But in the company, from 7 to 17. I'm sorry, 12 hours? I'm sorry, it's a 12-hour job? Oh, sorry, a 10-hour job. I can math. My 10-hour job, math. It's a 10-hour. It's still either way. It's not an 8-hour job. It's a 10-hour job. Yeah, I got there, guys. I got there in the end. Like I said, I woke up really early. Yeah, it's like 4 days a week. You have to leave your house at 5 a.m. 9 hours plus. Yeah. But 9 hours. Is 8 hours not the normal, like, where you are? Is it 9 hours is the norm? Either way, like, it's a long day. 5 days a week? No OT?
Ads are here.
Used to be 8-hour shift, but
Pausing
most
for
places
ads.
are like this now. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. I'm sorry about that. I mean, it's still better than nothing. Definitely better than nothing. Google wants to raise it to a 60-hour work week? Where? Like at the Google company, or like are you Googling like at a certain location they're trying to do that? good luck on that one. That's not gonna happen. Google the company. That's insane. There's a reason why 40 hours is the norm. Because then it's like, what's the difference between slave labor and that? You're not gonna do anything outside of working. Anyway, once you reach those kind of hours, like, you better really enjoy what you do. Otherwise, you have no time to do anything else in your personal life. You're wondering if you can get a job through motion design? Yeah, of course. It's like motion design is not a thing anymore. It's the sweet spot. How about they hire, like, it's gonna cost them more because they have to pay overtime. The people are gonna be less happy. Like, they're just, on all accounts, stupid. If you need 20 more hours a week, then hire half of the people, like an additional 50% people. No salary changes? Well, yeah, no one's gonna work that. They're gonna just quit. Straight up. That's like saying, oh yeah, can you want to work for what would it be? 50% less salary? It's not 50% hourly, effectively. It'd be what, 33% less pay, effectively? No. First thing they demanded was a 40-hour work week in the contract when you literally am not being paid for hours worked, only if you deliver the project on the time or not. It's so funny. I mean that's taken care of, Leo, so you're good. You want them to work harder on the tool that is replacing them. Oh, yeah. That's why, like, if there's discussion about like AI at the job, I'm like, no, I don't want to train my own replacement. Thank you. I'm fine using like any other AI tool, but I don't want to specifically train an AI on my own stuff. Thank you. Come again. There was actually earlier, like a while back, like several months ago, there was a company that reached out. They're like, we would like to use your YouTube videos for training our AI. We'd be willing to pay you. And it wasn't an insane amount of money. It was like $60,000. It was like some crazy amount of money. And I'm like, no. Because they want to do it in perpetuity and like forever and train their AI on my stuff. I'm like, no. I didn't even give them the light of day. I was like, what the no. Sounds like a scam. Even if it isn't, I don't care. No, I'm like, ignore. Sounds like 100%. Yeah, I ignore it either way. And they probably use exactly, Leo. I didn't say anything technically. I didn't reply, but they asked for permission. I never gave it. So, but technically speaking, you know, welcome to the internet where people just take things and then get slaps on the wrists when something goes wrong, basically. I need to go to oh, because it's not here. Oh, also I could remove these now. That's gonna be great. Here we go. Set scale. Activate. So when we do this activate, or before we do this activate, I want to set the rotation on. What? I think you want to go all into motion design and develop your 3D modeling skills in parallel. Both will work hand in hand for clients, plus you get a benefit of knowing how to 3D model your games. Nice, do it. Do what you enjoy. If you're more passionate about like whatever thing, you're gonna have an easier time learning it, easier time improving it, and you're gonna have more time. It's just overall better. Like, that's not always an option, obviously, but like if you have an option to do that, do it. Is your inbox now flooded with pirate software videos? Well, my inbox be... Why would I get anything in my inbox? What? No? I don't understand. But why would my inbox be... Why would I be sent anything? Just because I got the music on Steam. What does that have to do with... Yeah, I'm confused. Sorry. You're super excited to work on the place you interviewed today? Nice, that's good. I thought you were interested in the game. He's currently blowing up at the moment. I mean, no, I want some free music. And I don't get copyright struck by using this music, so I use this music. Last year, like in 2024, what I did was I left my stream up. I left his stream up at night, like while I was sleeping, on mute, and like just it was on my laptop. And the laptop was just open enough to give the least amount of light. So I just had it up to gather channel points, and it took a long time, but where is it? But I managed to redeem the game for free using the 500,000 channel points from leaving my laptop open at night. At one point, I had 280 something thousand points, channel points in his stream through like the Gamba system when he's playing Noita. And one time I was like, I decided to like just throw it all 250,000 of my points into it, and then I lost them. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna cheat it from now on because I couldn't be bothered. Click on the store page. How do you get to the store? Oh, store page. How overwhelming. Yeah, he's been going 7%. Wow. Yeah, he's been getting into a lot of controversies recently. So I'm not too surprised. Yeah, I haven't actually played it. I got it in January. Well, it's at 7% recent. Overall is 67. 7% is just of the recent. 67% actual. Here, if I go to SteamDB, that's gonna be a better. Get actually the information. Yeah, see, hardbound 66.5. Because players right now, how do you look at the? I'm not good at using this. How do you? Can't you also see? Oh, hold on. If I click here, no. Oh, sign in to see review charts. What? Why not? I'm not signed in. Hold on, hold on. That's why. It's because it's the first time I'm using it since swapping over to Firefox. All right, there we go. Yeah, so you can see it's recent. Show cumulative. I imagine this is where he blew up in popularity. Right here. That's why there's a bunch here. Yeah. He's being hated on really bad for so many nerds making YouTube videos about it. Yeah. You don't even follow Pirate, but kind of feel bad for him since so many people make vids. I mean, the reason many people are making videos, because I've seen them, is because he just refuses to just say, yes, he did anything wrong in any form, in any way. That's why people are upset, really. I think it boils down to just that. Because if he said, "Oh, you know what? This could have been better," yeah, this was not perfect, I think no one would care. I think it's because he's like very much like hard line in the sand kind of thing. I think that's the only reason. That's my only guess. Because like, because I've kept up a little bit with it. I'm not gonna drama farm here. I'm just, from what I can tell, right? There's the WoW thing. If he just said, "Yeah, I could have played that a little bit differently based on the situation. This is what I thought was the right call." No, again, no one care, right? Same thing with I think there was the recent thing where they reviewed his code. Same thing. Like, hey, yeah, the code's not perfect. I make mistakes. Move along, right? If he just says that, I think just no one will care. But I think it's purely because he's just hard line in the sand kind of thing. I think that's the only reason. Because I don't think anything he did is actually that bad or matters at all. I think it's purely because people just don't like it that he's very much a... Yeah. That's it. Would you really rather release your game and no one play it, or be overwhelming negative reviews? That depends. Solutions. That depends on how many sales there are. If you could tell me I'm gonna sell millions of copies but it'll be overwhelmingly negative, I'll be okay with that. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'd be okay with that. Because that means I now have enough money to make a better game, potentially. But if it's like, oh, it's gonna be overwhelmingly negative and it's like 1,000 sales, like, I don't... Two small numbers, don't care. Just let no one play it then. I'd rather be, smaller people that enjoy it then. But if it's like big numbers where like, oh, this is like you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, kind of thing, then obviously then it makes a difference, right? People are going a bit too far now. They're saying it's informational. I mean, of course, it's to get views. Like I'll be honest. No, hold on. Where's this? I'll be honest. I enjoy a good drama video. I'll say it. Like, I enjoy watching them, but I am not one to like actively engage in any of the drama stuff. I don't care. I'm like, you know, it's like a good TV show drama, right? You enjoy watching the TV show drama. You don't go out and then recreate what you see in the TV show drama. It's the same thing for me. I enjoy watching the content and kind of seeing what's going on, but I make my own opinions, I make my own thoughts, and that's just how I am, and I go from there. But I know about the stuff because I do watch it. Not a lot of it. Like, it's not like the majority of my stuff, but I do watch it. So, just so we're clear. That's how I know. You only saw when he had like 100 viewers and he felt something was off back then, so he never went back. I don't know. Pirate Software is the reason this game exists, by the way. The reason I'm working on this game at all, and it is where it is because of Pirate Software. Let me be clear. Now that doesn't make it good or bad anything else he does, but I'm just saying that, right? It's not all bad or all good. Everyone's in the middle. I am not all good. I am not all bad. I'm somewhere else in the middle. Yeah, it's unfortunate, I'm not Nash fan. It is what happens when you get really big and people start making content on you, though. Isn't able to accept he is ever at fault at anything. It's always someone else's fault. Yeah, that's I think is the main reason why people are just upset with him. I don't think it's anything else besides that, really. Anyway, let's not. We're not here to shit on another streamer, okay? Let's we can have a discussion on him, but let's not, you know, let's not shit on the person. Whether or not they deserve it is irrelevant. You start drama with ACL Arts for views. I'm starting something else with ACL Arts for views, actually, solutions, and it's not drama. You have some traits of him that pisses you off. Some things that are 95% good for you. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna be 100%. No one's gonna be 100% perfect, including me. Let's go back to the shit on who matters me. Yeah. Combine rotators. Split. I need... Oh yeah. I know some of the stuff that's going on just in general out there. But I'm just a consumer. I don't go past that. Epic rotation. After whatever you do with him, make a video like the truth about ACL arts. Split the views with him. Give me an inside job. Oh, he's really nice. ACL arts is great. You know, I've done one thing with him in the past, and you know, looking to collab a bit more. So I'm not about to start beef with anybody. On one hand, I have no beef with anybody. On the other hand, I don't care about beef with anyone. People mess up. I can forgive them. It's fine. Can I? I don't suppose I can plug multiple of these in, right? And no. I can't plug multiple of these in. That's unfortunate. Damn it. It's all because... Oh, I can't get this in here. It is what it is. I have beef with you. What you should care much. Should I though? He convinced you to start game dev? Wait, who? ACL Arts? Did I understand correctly? Or did you mean someone else? Oh, Pirates are. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, this game started with a game jam that he did. Before I did that game jam, I didn't feel confident enough to that I could make a game. Just straight up. And then when I did the little, you know, my little 2-week game jam, I was like, oh, maybe I can do this. And I mean, now we're here. What place that came for the game jam? That's crazy. Anyone can make a game. I mean, look, if someone as stupid as me can make a game, anyone can make a game. You've seen how stupid I am. I don't remember the placement. It was definitely not high. Actually, can I see it? How do I see it? Oh, here it is. I don't know what the overall score is, but Here's what my original I got for the original thing. Playability, it was not very buggy, so I got a 4. Artistic style, I got a 3. Cleverness, yeah, it wasn't very clever. I by the way, I agree with all of these. Theme 2, I'm surprised I even got a 2. Me trying to implement the theme, I think 2 is generous. No, I think it's out of 5. I think it's on a 5 scale. I would not be top 100 with a 4. If I recall, it was out of 5. It was like a star system. I think it was like 5 stars you can do. Like, it's like rating for other stuff. Give it a certain amount of stars. So, and then averages, but only one person rated it. So that's the score I got. So I got very little feedback, but I didn't care. The main thing is, this wasn't all ones. The fact this wasn't all ones was like enough for me to be like, oh, this isn't hot garbage. I made not hot garbage in 2 weeks while working part-time on this. Who graded it? No, he had like, I don't think we can see. No, we can't see the who graded it. He had like a bunch of people help out because this is what he just blew up, and the first one where he just wasn't ready for. Like, here's my judge feedback. This is all I got. Pretty neat little game, but I struggle to see how the theme is prevalent here. I don't care about anything but those words right there. I agree, by the way. The theme was not prevalent pretty much almost at all. It was a stretch. But this is good. This is good. But so I saw this as a positive feedback. Because again, I didn't care about this. This I agree on 100%. But that's also why if I go to my game mode, my game mode called is GM_it's spreading. Because that was the theme at the time. The theme of the game jam was it's spreading. That's why my game mode is called it's spreading. Because that's from then. I don't have any reason to change the game mode. Like the name of it. You always feel like what you're working on is trash? That's why it's good to get someone else's eyes on it. You know, you're always your own harshest critic. Always. Let's see if my my thing works. Oh.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I see the problem. Oops. I don't want to combine them. I just want to set them. Oops. So yeah, that was in January of 24. And then like the second half of January of 24. And then February I waited for a reply because I thought it was going to come faster than it did. And then in March I was like, screw it, I'm going to start. I think at that point, like, I think I got it potentially. And then I was like, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go and make the game I want to make But I knew I couldn't in 2 weeks, so I made the game I did. And here we are. I could see the vision for this game. If you change the bear, can you keep it as a bear still? Sure. I'm not changing it anytime soon. I would love to have custom like character models and stuff, but not anytime soon. I wish I had a character person, like a character artist that also could do they could also transfer the it doesn't even transfer, they could also rig the character in Blender, and then it could also simulate, make the hair look like it's moving. If I could get like an actual character person, I would, to just do the to do the character, like the main character. Because in the end, it just needs to look correct, like sprites. Because I did tests. I did a test using ChatGPT to convert like my concept art to like a more of a sprite-based like character, and man, that looks so good. Like if it looked like this, I mean, I'd want to change a few things. But like if that's like the idea in behind it, and it looked like this, I mean, I see it to render like this basically, right? It doesn't need to be super detailed. Like I don't need a character artist that's gonna put in tons of detail. It's not necessary. Most of it needs to be just like very basic shading work, but it does need to have like work with cloth and stuff. Yeah, ChatGPT to do that? Well, I I gave it this. I gave it this, and I was like, transform it into the other concept that I sent it of my character that I used for like the splash screen. And can you like replace them and make it look like that? It didn't do a good job, but it gave me this as a result, basically. Which, again, if this is what the sprites look like, obviously you'd want like some face detail. And then I'd want to like change the outfit a bit. Clearly, you know, the boobs need to be like 3 times their size. You know, things of that nature. Normal stuff. You want to see your character looks like in a sprite sheet? The boobs will include that. Look, I understand the target audience, okay? The target audience is going to be a bunch of guys who enjoy, you know, action RPGs, deck builders, and things like that. It's going to be a bunch of guys. So, look, I'm just saying, I understand my target audience. Are there going to be girls that play it? Yes. Would they appreciate a big set of boobs? Absolutely. But yeah. I don't know what I'd want, like, I don't know what I'd want first. I think I'd probably want the character done before I do the cards, now that I think about it. I think that would be, yeah, that'd be what I want. How much would it cost to get a character done? What I would need to do is, well, it would need to be 3D so I can render it in sprites. It would also need to work. So basically what I would need is a 3D character that works with the Unreal mannequin, with the Unreal 5 mannequin skeleton, so that way I can put any animations on him. But then also, now here's the other stimulation. So it needs to be rigged with the Unreal mannequin properly, and then also it needs to have a way of setting up hair and the cloth to work in Blender, that if the character is running in place, it still looks like the hair is, you know, moving and is loopable. So I need to do all of that, and I don't even, and then you need to teach me how to use it in Blender. Obviously. So I need all of that. It'll cost me more than $300 for sure. Almost 90% sure. Like if I want like a really high quality one, I think it will. If I want like just a character with someone to do like on Fiverr, yeah, I can see that costing about that much. Because what I'm asking for will not take like 10 hours. At $30 an hour, like it'll take longer than 10 hours. At $30 an hour, that's $300 already. So what I'm asking for is probably going to take a bit longer than that. And depending on the rate, right, you can see where this is going to go up. So like if it's someone that's charging like $50 an hour, it can easily be $1,000 for like a character. It might not be, but I can definitely see it being that high. But that's why I have the Patreon. It might not be a terrible idea for me to look into getting someone to do the character. I can ask in the Unreal Source Discord if anyone's wants to do the art and stuff like that. Might not be a terrible idea to finally replace Manny with like an actual character. That depends. You wouldn't get one just because they charge a lot. No, you need to make sure that you look at their portfolio and make sure they can show that they can do the work. Yeah, you obviously check based off of the portfolio and their previous work. Does it live up to their quality? Are they doing what you'd want? Can they show that they know how to do X, Y, Z? Right? I'm asking for very different things. A character artist does not necessarily know how to rig with Unreal rig to make sure they can transfer animations. Does not necessarily know how to set up specifically with Blender to also have like flowing fabric and hair that also would be able to loop to a degree. It's not a perfect loop, but has to loop. Right. So like that's not simple stuff. Okay, let's see this. Oh, you know what I want to do? Oh, you know what I want to do now? I want to scale that effect based off how much you hold it. Oh, that would be so good. If I got a little one, then it does the little one. But if I got like the full thing, it does like the full effect. Even though the attack range doesn't change, Or actually, because the attack ratio doesn't change, maybe I just scale it. What if I just scale the thing? Because if I have it short, that might seem like it can be too high. It might seem like it doesn't go as far when it does. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. And then if we got you, I think we just need to make it a little bit bigger. You wouldn't get, oh yeah. Took 1 year to give you the worst animations you've gotten? I mean, at that point, why didn't you cancel it? If it takes that long, why didn't you cancel the whole thing? I think it's pretty cool. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect, right? It'd be cooler if it was like a 3D effect versus like a 2D one. But you messed up big time with that one. Yeah, a lot of times. So there's two kinds of freelancers. There are ones that take half up front and half at completion, or like a partial up front and the rest at completion. Depending on the amount, it might not be actually half, but a lot of times they do half and half. And some will just, you have to pay at the end. But never do you pay at the beginning of the entire thing. I don't know if that's what you did in yours, but just as a heads up. You didn't have the paper copyright of your character yet, and someone before you attempted to steal and sell your model in SketchUp. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like I'd want to get the all rights to the character, but the problem is normally the creator of said work is technically the copyright holder. Whoever created the work is technically the owner. They can tell you can use it, and you can have an agreement that you can use it like it is yours and have full control over it. But technically speaking, on a copyright level, until you copyright yourself, it is theirs. Because copyright is given to the creator of whatever. Let's see the multi-effect. That's so good. That's so good. I kind of wish I could do like the fan out option if I had multi-attack. Yeah. That's asking for a lot, though. That's asking for a lot. I think for now, it's okay. Loophole is without the paperwork, you can take them to court, which no one wants. But yeah, you need to make sure you have paperwork. Because you just sign, like, this is the work, this is for how much, like, you get a contract going. Like, at least a basic contract. Like, you could say, like, in the contract that then you get the... Yeah, you need to make sure you get a contract. Ideally, you get a lawyer or attorney, or I don't know what the difference is, because I'm not one of those, to get, like, have a contract written up, or, like, a format for a contract written up that you can maybe, like, change a few things for everyone. Right? It's a whole thing once you get, like, going into that into that. I would definitely, like, if I wanted to hire someone to do work for me, I definitely want to get someone to write a proper official contract for me that, you know, states I have full control, like I have full rights to this, you know, things of that nature. You know, because yeah, it's gross to you how many people out there want to steal your work. That's why you just got all the copyright files. You have it sitting in your desk. One thing you're proud of. Nice. Yeah, that's good. We have done all the power-ups. We've gone through all of them. They now all work. I bet you if I went through them again, some of them would not work. But they work now. Which is, I think, the first time I've gone through all the power-ups to make them all work properly for quite some time. So, huzzah. That deserves celebration. Wait, Leo, are you saying...
Brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry, I'll take a shower after. After the stream. Leo, did you say me to just the person wanting to steal people's work? Are you saying you are the person who wants to steal people's work? Is that what the me was for? Okay, let's go to the hub real quick. Guess we're good here. We're missing one here. And we have too many here. Sounds like him. You're working as a being a tribute. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, on the other side. I thought you meant like you are the kind of person to want to steal people's work. No, you meant the person who steals, who gets stolen from. Got it. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 12. So we need 3 more power-ups now. Guys, we need to make 3 more power-ups. Radial burst is finally done. At least for now. So, on the list of 3 more power-ups, we have Bullseye. Damage increases on every consecutive hit. Resets on a miss. I feel like that could be fun. It's very bad for multi-attack range specifically. But that's fine. It'll still work with it. Hit debuff. Debuff enemies hits. We need to figure out what kind of debuff that will be, because we already have a slow... it could be just enemies do less damage. Reduce enemy damage. Which I think works really well. It has negatives and positives. Yeah. I think the hit debuff, I think we'll need to like think through a little more. Ricochet. Rage attacks ricochet from walls. This one I really want to do, but I just have not figured out a melee version of Ricochet. If I can figure out a melee version of Ricochet, we'll make a melee version of Ricochet. Or we'll make Ricochet a thing. Because I think, projectile-wise, I think it'll be really cool that regular projectiles can bounce off walls and off things. But I need something that makes sense for a ricochet to be as a melee. Do you have anything that gives you more health but do less damage? Or takes more damage but do or take more damage, but yeah. So I don't have the first one that gives more health but do less damage. So I have health, just regular health up. Increases max health. I also have healing percentage of the damage dealt. Which, you know what? Maybe this lifesteal one, where I can increase the health you get if I give a debuff of do less damage but gain health back. That might not be a bad way of balancing this out, actually. I might do that. And I also have glass cannon, which is the other one you mentioned, which is deal 300% more damage but take 300% more damage. And you can stack this to deal 600% more damage and take 600% more damage, which will hurt, but you'll be a glass cannon. You can ricochet melee if you use a block button. God damn it, guys. You get that without you stack on heals? Yeah. Get a stack on heals, but of course, you know, the heals, I mean, yeah, theoretically, there are very many overpowered combos. Theoretically. How I will go about balancing it all, I don't know. But that's for future me to figure out. Can you cancel out the damage to armor? I do have a few armor ones. So just regular armor reduces all incoming damage, but it has a cap of 50%. Then I have one that reduces melee specifically and range specifically. That's more powerful than the general ones. So I have like some damage reduction ones as well. You want to be broken if you earn it? Oh yeah, if you earned it, yeah. I still want it to be like, I don't want it to be broken with 2 or 3 cards. I want to have at least a like 4, if not 5 card combo. And if you got these like 5 cards, then it's broken. I'm fine with like that. I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, just pick up these 2 cards and you got a broken combo, right? That I don't want, because that becomes too easy. But I'm definitely all for that. And then I have Divine Protection. Automatically gain a temporary shield when low on health. It'll have a cooldown. It would only be able to trigger a certain amount of time, or every certain amount of time, which we can add Divine Protection as another defensive one, as one of the 3. Spectral Clone could be fun. Spawn a dummy clone to get enemy aggro. So that's another one that's going to be quite a difficult one for me to implement, actually. But I think that could be a good one that people have requested in the past, which is like when you if you dash, it would spawn a dummy that would take like some aggro potentially away from you, like in a radius. So maybe we do those 3. There's also the chain lightning ones, but I need a good like effect for that one. Can the clone blow up if you level it up or something? I was thinking of increasing the ranged in aggros, but it would be fun to have it blow up. Yeah, we could have it blow up. And then when it blows up, it'll do damage, like, it'll do more damage the higher level it is. So even like a tier 3 one, it will do like, 30 damage versus 20 or 10 or something like that. And you can stack it to do even more damage. That could be cool. Clonus AI driven attacks near. No, we're not doing that. I'm not making summons basically for the player. That's too much. That's too much. Explode on death. Here, I'll put it in. Yeah, you'd want to deal somewhat damage as well. But if you had only blow up on tier 3, that way is a crazy card if you work for it. I'd rather do a little bit of damage on every tier. It's easier to set up that way. It's easier to say like, oh yeah, it does like, you know, 10% damage, 50% damage, 100% damage, you know, for tier 1, 2, 3, for example. So, yeah, could be good. Now I say that, I think the power-up that the power-ups that do flat damage shouldn't do flat damage. I think I need to change. Look at me already changing things. We just finished with these, and I'm like, okay, we gotta change stuff. I think these, anything that say has a flat number of damage, whether it's damage per second or like these guys, for example, shouldn't be flat numbers. They should be based off the player's damage. Or the player's... Should they? No. No, this stacks. No. I almost double dipped. We're fine. What performance does my game get at the moment? Yes. Yes. $120 frames per second. Okay, let's go in the game. Unreal? Why Unreal freeze? Oh, there we go. On my machine, 75. Or above 60 on a 1440p display, but I am running at 4080. So, you know, it's not exactly performant. But at the same time, it's above 60 on me, for me, while streaming and doing all that stuff. So, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, like 68. But it's definitely not built for optimization right now. In the end, I'd want it all baked lighting, so that way the performance is gonna be really good, and it'll work. It will not require you to have a newer card, because this is running Lumen right now. So it won't require you to have Lumen. Then it'll be a lot more performant. But it's just way too early for that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm not focusing on that. But I think those are the three we're going to be adding. Bullseye, Divine Protection for shield on low health. And then... Can you swap places with Spectral Clone or no?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
These are passives, so that would require you to do an active thing. It would just take aggro and then explode. You were negative 30 FPS for me 5.4, so you stuck with 5.4? That's really odd. I don't know how you managed to be worse in frames going 5.6, but... Because for what I've seen across the board, everyone's higher. Like, I think there was one person that was saying it's higher in editor, or the FPS is worse in editor, but in package it's still better. Yep. For the damage increasing every consecutive hit is going to be interesting. How are we going to track that? I guess on melee, it'll be relatively easy to track. Because I check if something was anything, there was a link of anything. If it is, then we're good. And I guess if there isn't, then it'll fail. And I can check how much we're increasing the damage by. And then for projectiles, I guess I'll just need to do is on hits, right? Mark it as on, and if it hits nothing, if it just explodes or hits a wall, then it'll just reset. Yeah, this should be fine. If that was supposed to be higher, your package build was horrible. That's really odd. Turn 4. Odd. Reduce time between before stamina regen starts. Yeah, I have that. Did you see that here somewhere? Increase stamina regeneration rate. For melee rocket, you could also make it boomerang between enemies. Melee rocket, oh, melee ricochet, sorry. Melee ricochet, you can also have a boomerang between enemies. How? I feel at that point when we're like, if it's off of enemies, then you're making chain lightning. Ricochet is specifically off of walls or off of like hard surface. Otherwise, you're effectively made chain lightning, which is also a power up that I want, which is here. Spawn lightning the chains between nearby enemies, right? And that works for melee or range because that doesn't matter. That's just if you hit it, something chain lightning. Oh no, we already have that. We have rapid recovery, which is increased stamina regeneration. So we already got that. Yeah, Ricochet is definitely one of those that I want to include, but my my stipulation is every single power up I want to have work for melee and ranged attacks, and if the original version doesn't work with both, then we have two separate power up sections here. And I really wanted this because you could potentially swap your weapon in the dungeon to a different one. And I don't want you to losing all the effects. Also, some like spawn projectiles or like do some kind of specific attack. And I don't want you missing out on, like, let's say you get homing. Like, I want to, like, yeah, you could not put homing in your deck. But what if you wanted to have homing? Because you can do because things like homing, right, will still work with missile mirror, which will reflect enemy projectiles. Right, that will stack. And that will also stack with multi-hit. That you shoot multiple projectiles back. So you'll shoot multiple projectiles back despite reflecting one. Like, right, it all stacks together, and I think it's just more fun if the effects stack. The melee version of multi-hit I still want to rework a bit, because right now I just have a damage is calculated an extra couple of times, but I want to do like maybe like a visual like shockwave effect that will like visually look like something is like maybe hitting it multiple times. I don't know, but that's for later. Yeah, that's going to be the plan for tomorrow, I guess. It's going these guys. Good stuff. And I say for tomorrow because I'm tired. I've been up since 6:30 a.m. I want some sleep. So I'm gonna be calling it. I know you're not celebrating me getting sleep good guns. That's kind of scared the hell out of you. Was it loud? Like on the I checked the audio mix, it didn't seem loud, or it just was unexpected solutions. You guys are celebrating the stream being over. Yeah, that's really what it is. That's okay. You know, I'll be back tomorrow. Back tomorrow, and we'll do some more. Oh, you were googling something when you did it? Oh, okay, just the timing. Got it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully a little more rested. And we continue from there. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.